All right, how is everybody?
Good. I'm gonna stop my video, so I'm not eating dinner in front of everybody, but I'm
Okay,
listening, and so is Pete.
okay, all right. So this may not be too long unless you guys have questions, but I want to go over, I don't know who was on Lunch and Learn today. Anybody? Renee? I think Debbie said she was for a little bit of it and they're traveling. So those are always so good. And even if a lot of people working from home still, even if you have like an extra computer or your phone, you can put off to the side and listen because quite often you don't have to actually watch anything. What you're seeing is me eating half the time, but you can always listen because some of the information is good, and you can always watch from Facebook or go back and watch it anyway. But today we talked a lot about the 100 Conversations contest. Sorry, I've got my trash can in the way. And then we also talked about Ditch the Pitch. So hopefully, I know that a few of you guys are already signed up, which is awesome. I will tell you, no, I'm consistent. If nothing else, I am consistent because like I buy books and I only read like a few chapters of them. So I purchased Ditch the Pitch. I looked today on September 10th and I had only done the intro, which was like, I don't even know, 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So today I thought, okay, I need to delve into this if we're going to talk about this. And I am super excited about it. So the 100 Conversations, I know Sharon has posted in Team Transformers a few times. It's a video. Kurt Beavers is kind of heading it. And I think he did something similar to it a few years ago. And it really is just about, where's my little sheet? Oh, here it is. It really is just about having 100 conversations, right? Like my biggest thing is writing the stuff down. Yay! Right, it's writing it down, but this is going to be easier because you actually have to have a phone conversation with them, not just a texting, not just a, so some of the other contests we've done, it could be, you emailed them and they emailed you back, or a Facebook Messenger. This has got to actually be a phone conversation. So it is a little bit harder. But that's where the relationships really get built. Like you can talk to somebody back and forth on text or Facebook Messenger, but really getting on the phone with somebody is where the relationship starts to build. So there is, if you go to that link and you sign up, there's some prizes from the Juice Plus company. But then I know that Doug and Sharon, they talked about today that they're going to be doing some prizes for our team. So once you get your 100 people, so I printed out all the pages, and once you get your 100 people, you just need to let them know. I don't know if they're going to ask for the sheets or not. Let them know, and then you can be entered. So you're going to get, like probably one raffle ticket for the 100 people. I'm not really sure. They were still going to try and figure that out. And then they're going to come up with some prizes. So I'm really excited about that because I love contests. And then part of this, when you watch the video with Kurt Beavers, is they have that guy, Steve, I can never say his last name, if anybody knows how to say it. Anyway, they have him on there, the author of and the creator of Ditch the Pitch, which is really good. I come from a sales background, guys, and we were taught to present, do the whole spiel, and then we get feedback. And this is the exact opposite. It talks about how you want them. Like you just continue to ask questions and find out, more about them, build the relationship and find out how can we serve them? How can Juice Plus, fit into their life? How can the business fit into their life? So it's just a completely different way of doing things. And it just makes so much sense. So you do not have to do Ditch the Pitch to do the 100 conversations. You can just do the 100 conversations and play that game. If you want to do Ditch the Pitch, they actually have a special right now where it's normally 125 and they're doing it $99 for the month of October. So even if you don't have time to do it right now, I would sign up and have it sit there. I know one of the other things that Steve mentioned is that right now in the on the website, or actually on your Juice Plus hub, I'm going to show you guys in just a minute, it says that it's going to be there for 6 months. But I know one of the things that they're trying to work out is to program that somehow to where we will always have access to it. It just won't be there for 6 months and then disappear. So Let me share my screen real quickly. Dun, dun, dun. Let me go to this for actually. So let me show you the email. So Janet Black sent around an email. The Juice Plus company sent around an email today for Ditch the Pitch. It used to be for only sales coordinators and above. Oh, QSCs and above. But now they're opening it up to everybody, and it has the, the $99. It tells you exactly how to get there. Okay, if you guys haven't signed up. So when you go into, I'm gonna have to get rid of the little pictures of you guys. Okay, so you go into the resources, you go into Juice Plus Hub, which I didn't even know existed. There's so much on that My Juice Plus that I just haven't learned yet. So when you go in here, there's actually all kinds of stuff. We went over it a little bit today in at the Lunch and Learn. So there's information about Juice Plus Live, Juice Plus Insights, which is we get a weekly newsletter from them, a weekly email from them. And it's got all, all the information, all new information from that week. And so all courses, Freedom Revolution, Ditch the Pitch. So if you go to Ditch the Pitch here, it will actually just tell you more about it. Okay. And so this is where I've got to resume it. So I've actually got to 50% today, guys. So let me digress. I'm kind of all over the place. I was super excited. One of the things I thought about was, oh my gosh, Ditch the Pitch. I really get very easily distracted when I'm watching and trying to learn as opposed to being there in person. He is so brilliant on how he did this, because every video literally is a minute 30 or less, I think. So they're so quick, and he gets the points across, and he gives some examples, and it's so good. Make sure you have a notebook. I've been taking notes because that's how I learn better too. They always say, that if you write it down, you remember it more than just listening. Hear the experts speak. This is where some of our national marketing directors talk about how they like it. And then this is actually, I'm not going to click on all of these, but past Ditch the Pitch live streams. So, Kurt Beavers has done one, Guy Debut has done one, Carmen Maxwell has done one, all different topics. I guess I can, all different topics, and that you have access to this. The power of relationship building conversations with, Ditch the Pitch for Juice Plus events, Ditch the Pitch 3-way connection calls. So it's all these different resources that we're going to have access to. I just love that. And then this is upcoming Ditch the Pitch events that are going to be going on. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed, because I was a little nervous on like, oh my gosh, how is this gonna, how long is this gonna take? So I think that in between all the distractions that I had, probably I'm halfway done, and it took me an hour with taking notes, because I played a couple of them a few different times. There's downloads. So you guys don't have to do this, but I'm a little bit OCD with some of my stuff. I love some of the little cheat sheets that they have there. So after each kind of section, there are like, it's a printable, and they're 4 pages, because each section is like 4 topics. And it's almost like little cheat sheets for all of these too. Like, say less to notice more, let your customer or team member do more than 50% of the talking. I know that's an area I need to work on. So I love that I'll be able to print these out and always have them. So it's really, the fact that I was able to do this so quickly is pretty cool. And then we are also just starting a, well, let me stay here before I say this. Well, we're getting ready to do a Voxer group. We're going to do a Voxer group because I was like, okay, I haven't done this. Does anybody want to do this with me so we can talk things out? Because I think sometimes when you talk things out, talk to other people, not only does it just make it more fun, and then you're going to do it because there's accountability, but then I think you just get some more out of it, right? Sometimes people have a great example, or they have other things to say, and it just makes more sense, and I retain the information better. Does anybody have any questions about the Juice Plus Hub, or any of the information, or like questions about Ditch the Pitch? All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Okay. Are all of you guys signed up for the 100 conversations?
know something, so I found all the stuff, ditched the pitch and signed up for that. But I'm not signed up for the 100 conversations. So,
All right. Where's my phone? I can send it to you from Voxer. I'll text it to you. It's just a link to sign up. Let me find it now. Yeah, it's pretty easy. And then it gives you, here's the link to sign up. We talked about. Okay. So I'm going to text this to you now.
it was really good the way that they told you how to get to ditch the pitch. So I spent, thank you, I got it. So I spent some time looking around on the new website as far as the resources are concerned, and there was a ton of stuff. So that was really good. So I'll spend some more time on that.
Cool. Good. Yeah, so you just want to print out the sheet and keep track of, like, so now what I'll try and do instead of just texting my customers, which is what I used to do more of, but when you have so many customers, it becomes difficult. It's easier to text them, right? And a lot of them work, but now I need to get back on the phone and really try and connect with some of those, team members, as you know, not team members, but the customers as well, and really catch up with them and find out how things are going in their life. And, you know, especially the ones that I don't see on Facebook. So you don't, I think I said it, but you do not have to do the ditch the pitch to do the 100 conversations. But I tell you that I just think it's going to be so beneficial for, you know, our businesses in the future and how we talk to people. So. Hey, Sandy. All right. So do you guys have any questions? I'm super excited. Renee, I think I added you to the Ditch the Pitch Voxer. Debbie, do you want me to add you to the Ditch the Pitch? That's hard to say. Voxer. Yes?
Please.
Okay. All right. And I don't know when we're going to start it. I think we want to give people time. So I don't know if we're going to start it next week. And again, guys, I really think it probably will take 2 hours to go through everything. It's not a lot. So there you are. All right. Just added you. Cool. All right. So what questions? Does anybody have any questions, concerns, anything about the 100 conversations or ditch the pitch? Sandy, do you have any of your team signed up? What about Nicole Medina?
I asked her and she said she would look into it, but I don't think she signed up yet.
All right, she can at least do the 100 conversations. Maybe I'll leave her a message.
Oh, that might be.
Okay.
Karen, while I have you,
Yep.
Nate said we're okay to go to meet you tomorrow at the same place we met you last time. Just send me the address, please.
Oh, he just wants to go to the same restaurant?
He said that's fine.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I'm down for Mexican. He's not, so that's why I double checked, but he said it's okay. So.
oh, okay, cool. So that's the fun thing. Debbie's traveling and they have their huge motorhome, their RV, and they're coming up through this way. And so I get to see her and Pete tomorrow and take them out to lunch. And so I love that. And I'm already, it's so funny. We haven't even gotten through this conference yet, but I'm already talking to some of you guys like, okay, next year's fall conference is in Atlanta. Who's coming early? Right. Yep, you guys can come early. I'll kick Brad and the kids out of the house and we can just take over the house.
I have a question about the conference. We signed up for a virtual since we're going to be on the road. But I didn't see that they were doing the nutraceuticals again. I've been looking and I didn't see that. So
somebody else asked it and Stacy Turner said she didn't see it either. So I don't know that they're doing that. I'm glad you brought up the conference because if anybody isn't going to conference, I think, you know, to sign up for the virtual and pay that $75. I forget when the last time you can do it is. I want to say it's next Monday or Tuesday. because they're going to send you a link to the recordings. It's really hard to, unless you're really committed, like you were going to conference, to sit there and just watch the entire conference. I know that, the last 3 conferences here, I've had interruptions, whether it's, people coming to the door or kids or something. And so it's nice to have those recordings. Now, that being said, I also put something into the Voxer group, and there's something on Team Transformers where Julie Herbst and Joel are not going to conference. So she is going to, assuming technology works, she is going to be streaming into Team Sim, which is their Facebook group. So if you guys want to be in there, or if you have team members, I double checked with, or I guess Sharon double checked with Julie, and she said it's fine if you guys want to join her Facebook group. It's her team group, like our Team Transformers. It's fine if you want to join that, so you can go back and watch those recordings if you want to. So just let, Jules or Sandy or I know, if you want to be put into that group. And hopefully you can, this is great, the fact that she's going to do that, because sometimes we have team members that aren't as engaged, maybe they're family plan users, but there's so many conferences when they wait to tell us stuff. Like, I know they're coming out with a new shake, and it's called Performance or Perform or something like that. And it's going to be the high protein one. They're going to talk more in depth about the research. They're going to have some new promotional stuff. So this is, the new, and what was the other one? The new Bridging the Gap video. So they always have some really fun, stuff. It's always super exciting to be there, because everybody in the conference center goes crazy when they, I guarantee when they introduce the new drink, people are going to go crazy. So I can't wait for that. And I'm hoping that because we're there, they'll actually have it there and we might be able to buy it. So
I hope we can get samples. Will they let us taste it?
I don't think so. I think you have to buy it. So what we can do is, if it comes in a box like the current ones do, sometimes what we've done is, like, somebody can buy it and then we can just share it. You know what I mean? Like, so if it comes in 2 or 3 boxes or 4 boxes, we can, one person buys it and then we can just give them the money and then we can split it up so we can try it. But it's only comes in a berry flavor. It's not like chocolate or vanilla, it's just a berry flavor. And then somebody was saying you just shake it up with, so I don't know if it's the same as the shakes we've got. We'll find out in a week and a half.
So you said that they are going to send out links to the recording, because even if I do sit there, it depends on where we are as far as how stable my internet connection is.
Correct. If you paid for a virtual ticket, then yes, you're going to get a link, to be able to go back and watch the recordings. But again, like I was saying, there's some team members who aren't as engaged. Maybe they're family plan users, but maybe they just want to pop in and watch a couple of hours here or there. Sometimes I do have team that want to do that. Julie Herbst is going to be streaming. So if you have, make sure with that, we tell our other team members about that opportunity as well.
Perfect.
So any other questions? I have failed ditch the pitch because I've talked about 95% of the time tonight. Everybody's excited about conference? I can't hear you, Renee. If you're saying something, you're on mute.
I'm just very excited.
I'm very excited.
I was being animated.
Okay. And Renee and I are going to try and pack in just like a carry-on everything we need for the few days. Oh, well, hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers. And then either Jules or Sandy, I looked, do either one of you guys have that conference cheat sheet? Remember that was passed around several years where it talked about, things to bring and what to do and all that. Do either one of you guys have that?
I'll have to look in my files. I probably have it saved somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. If either one of you find that, I'll look again, but I have so much on my main computer that I can't find anything. I need to delete about 3/4 of it. All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll let class out early. All right.
So I will text you when we're about an hour away tomorrow. I'm thinking it's going to be around 1, but it's going to depend on weather, traffic, and what time we leave here in the morning.
Okay, let me stop the recording.